had my lunch, watched some anime, exciting times. Still can't connect to Mixer. All right, Mixer is dead, I guess. That's cool. I appreciate that. Weird. I don't know what's going on with it. Mixer's just being Mixer, I suppose. Do 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 do. Oh, that's just Twitch again, right? Twitch is telling me that I can do the thing. It's like, hey, do you want to control this from your phone? I'm like, no, like literally not ever. Does it have something to do with the? I don't know. That's just server settings. That should be fine. Don't know what's going on with Mixer. Whatever. So I was doing some thinking over lunch, and the next thing I need to do is I need to make it so you can actually transfer ingredients. And then what made me think of that was well, no, I don't know what I was trying to think. But it made me realize that I might want some other stuff. Um so like what's up? Welcome back, Emiko. Recipe. Okay. So this. So there are some recipe components that I might want. And what did we just call them? Are they just like hop? What is your parent? Do you have a parent? No, you just are a hop. Um so in that case, like um well, maybe do I care about water too much? Uh, maybe not. I could do like separate mash vessels and make you need another pot, and that would be fun. And then I'd get to do a pump, and then somehow I'd need to like when you put the pump. I could just do when you put the well, my pots don't have an in. Hmm. Playing some visual novels people made with Cloud Novel. Sick. Any of them good? That's the important question right there. What's going on? Okay. It's an artist I follow on Twitch is live as well. So I'm just trying to think of how to do this. Probably should have like, planned anything out, but I think we're going to want wort as a recipe component. Um and then maybe I could do like a siphon. You'd need another pot though, which I think would be fine. Um, I have these components. Actually, those are probably what I want. I want this to go in here. And it's going to be a wort component, I suppose. Because the wort component, I think, is going to need to take these other components and actually, like, work with them. No boys allowed short, but it really took a turn. Should check it out. We'll see. Obviously, I'm streaming right now. I haven't touched visual novels in so long, quite frankly. So I think the first thing I should do is so I'm gonna go here. I'm going to create. Actually, I'll put it in It's not really physics, but whatever. It's going to be an O container object, And then all I'm going to have is it's going to have ingredient names, or I guess it's going to be like ingredient IDs. We're going to pass in like an object ID, I think. And then it's going to have ingredient amounts, maybe. Then what I was thinking, I'll need a bowl. I'll need a bowl for our scale. Which means maybe our scale shouldn't be like right at the edge of the screen because the bowl needs to be able to sit on top of it. But we'll see. We'll see. They're non-frosted Pop-Tarts? Ew. Okay, good. So let's go back to our beer. We're going to create a Sprite bowl. Gonna kind of match our scale. This would be a custom shape if I've ever seen one. Just to make sure it gets like the right stuff. What color bowl are we gonna go with? Like maybe a nice green bowl? Why not? Let me just see. I'll just like start with the circle. Make the circle go. Let's see. I think that's equal. So we do that, and then we just lop the top off of it. It's kind of a bowl. Then we can give it a lighter green as kind of like a rim. Maybe? I don't know. Kind of has a rim like that. We'll go here. Make you a bit darker. And then honestly, like, can I just, that's not the right command. Can I just do something like that? Like, honestly, that doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna take a black. I don't know why it's a red. Oh no. Okay. And then I'm going to give it a like a rubber base to sit on. I'm modeling this after some of our own bowls. So I'll do that. Is there, what in the heck is that? I thought there was a cat in here. How was my lunch? It was perfectly awesome. I had leftover Panda Express, so I'm always down for leftover Panda Express. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, that seems like a bowl to me. I could probably even change this and just do resize canvas. I think I want the anchor point at the bottom. Just make it 32 tall. Excuse me. Did I say scale? I don't want you to do that. Like literally just cut some of it off. This is not this one that I want, is it? Oops. Yeah, no, see, that's scaling it. Just resize the canvas. What are you doing? Just chop. Okay, well, gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Just take that. Okay. And then we'll just delete the frame. Because why not? We will set this to be 32 tall. And then, oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, beautiful bowl. Beautiful bowl. Very much appreciated. So then let's go here and we'll create a bowl. We'll put it up by our pot. Oh, and our pot, hold on, where did it go? Container object is going to be solid, use physics. Your parent is going to be RPG, brewing, physics. Pretty much all going to be dynamic objects, I would think. Yeah, that'll be good. And then I can go to the pot and make your thing going to be a container object. I think this shouldn't change anything. Solid, use physics. Physics. Let's modify your collision shape. Oops, not particles. Beer bowl. Okay, so we're going to do convex shape, I suppose. Start there, go there, go there, there. Excuse me? Why'd you do that? Why are you doing that? Why? Okay. That was super weird, but sure, if that's what you want to do with your life, go for it. Okay, close enough. That'll be pretty good. That'll be a good bowl. I think that's gonna work. I'm not sure. So room brewing. Let's throw our bowl right there. I just want to see if this works right off the bat. I don't know how much hope I have, but it would be sick. It would indeed be awesome if it could just work. Long build times. I thought about restarting my computer and then I did not. And now I'm regretting it, I guess. Come on, you can do it. I swear, there was just a time where my builds would take like 7 seconds consistently. And then some update hit and it's all crazy. Okay, go in here, and then go in here, and then being dragged, not set before reading it. Oh, because I forgot to go here, and your create needs to be event inherited as well. Gonna do that every time. Always gonna forget event inherited. Okay. Yup. That looks good. Our bowl worked real well. Why'd you do that? You've got collisions. Oh, wait, no, you don't. You don't have a parent object yet. Yeah, that would do it. You don't have any collisions. Beer stuff. Brewing. No. What am I doing? Parent. RPG. There we go. Brewing. Physics. Be a container. Okay, super duper cool. And then, yeah, now it's kind of sitting there properly, so I can still do that. I probably want to make you twice as big. So let's be sure I do that. That seems too big. There we go. That's more like what I want. Is there a way to turn off snapping? Oh, hold control. There we go. I knew there had to be. It's like, come on, you're not gonna do me dirty like this, are you? Okay, I don't know why you're sitting so weird on the scale, though, still. I mean, or maybe that's just how I set it up. Because the scale drops. It'll be fine. I guess what I should have done is maybe make separate objects for the scale, but will deal. So what I want to do right now is you're going to inherit that, and then I want to do ingredient IDs equals array push. So I'm just going to put something in here. What am I going to put in here? I mean, okay, that's fine. We'll just do a water particle. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to be anything. Ingredient amounts equals, and then we'll do kind of the same thing. Ingredient amounts, but then we'll just put in our 5.5 gallons. And so then what I want to do is on the step, instead of looking for a scale, we're going to look for a bowl. Actually, we're not going to look for a bowl. We're going to look for any container. So if we have a container object, so then if that's nothing, frosted confetti cupcake. So we're going to get a container. And then what I want to do is, so if you can pour again, we'll do pour into, and then I'll just pass myself. I'll call it pour from too, because it's going to take a self, a container object that you're colliding with on that line, and then we'll give it the rotation. I think that'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about this too much. But now I want to go here, and we'll go to our RPG. I'll just create it in here. So pour from to will take in a from object, a to object, and then a from rotation. At arg from, at arg2, at arg from rotation. So we'll get these. And then what I want to do is I want to do like our max pour equals 0.5, which I think is just very gracious. That's if it's just straight up 180. So we know what's our pot here. Although this is perfect because this I can take to the container, because any container should be able to pour. I think all this is fine. We have can pour again. It's that one we need. So let's do can pour again equals true. Oh, and then you need your alarm, which will also be can pour again equals true. Because now any container should be able to do that. So I think I can just go and delete this. And then you just inherit that. Welcome back. We got the whole crew here again. Minus Angel, of course, but she's working. So that's a fair reason, I guess. Okay, so our pot's not doing much on its own. It doesn't need this. We have track temperature. That's fine. So pour from 2. We're going to do our max pour is 0.5. Oh, and I was looking at something, right? So we go to our container object, and then so we're doing this, and if it's less than that, we're gonna add 360. So it should be less than 270. That's fine. You post a little animation on your Twitter. If people hate it, people are just awful. Was this it? Nope, not that one. That account's suspended. Oh, it's I'm just lonely. Oh, that's so cute. Holy cow. What is bouncing on its head? Is it? It looks almost like a little piggy. Or a teddy bear of some sort. But what is bouncing on its head? You're not people and you don't hate it? I think you're people. So I want to do, it's a smile? Am I just blind? Kind of looks like a little blob wearing a sweatband. Oh, slime. Okay, that's a lot better. I was like, that doesn't look like a smile. Based off of a Minecraft YouTuber's skin? Which one? Someone with pigs and slimes. Oh, wait, that's all Minecraft now. So, pour from 2. I want var diff from upside down. That's terrible. Whatever. It's going to be 180 minus rotation. And then so we're going to get that diff from upside down. Actually, that no. Pizza Hut. is the slime and Technoblade is the pig. Nice. I've never heard of either of those. There's probably so many Minecraft YouTubers I don't know anything about. Okay, so... I just realized this way I'm doing it isn't really gonna work, because if you keep taking 50% of something, you'll never reach 0. It's gonna slow down. So I'm just gonna set max pour to 1, and we will just remove literally 1, be it 1 pound, 1 gallon, 1 ounce. That'll be the max pour. So that's awesome. Binge watching is so good. I'm trying to think of what's the last thing I've binge watched on YouTube. I don't know. Oh, there's a guy who's been playing Animal Crossing. I've been watching him a lot. Cold Egg, I think, or something like that. Been watching that. It's like old Animal Crossing speed runs. Been watching a lot of that. So the closer this is to 0, so maybe I want to do like var pour speed equals, we'll do a min of like 0.1, or sorry, not that. No, that is what I want. So we want either a min of 0.1 or 1 divided by 1 plus diff from upside down. So what would that be? That could be like 1 over 90, 1 over 45. There are worse things. Started to binge with my matchmaker playthrough. Oh, flattered. I don't think that's the best way to do pour speed, but it'll be fine. So then I'll just do for I equals 0. I is less than array length 1D of from dot ingredient IDs. So we want to go through and get each of these. So do I have my script for array find? Yeah. If array contains, so we'll check now if 2 dot ingredient IDs. Actually, maybe I don't want to do that. We'll do array index of instead, which will take in an array and an item. Array arg item, and we'll just literally copy paste this. It's gonna be about the same thing, but instead of returning if it exists, if we find it, we're going to return I. Otherwise, we're going to return -1. So then this will at least tell us where we're putting it if we need. So I'll do if array index of, and then we'll get from dot ingredient IDs sub I. So we'll test that one. And if it's not equal to -1, that means the 2-1 does have it. Then we'll just do, I'll do var index equals -1. Then we'll do index equals No, this is silly. So we'll set that. We'll just set that because that's going to return what we want or not. So we'll set our index to that. If index is -1, that means we didn't find it in the 2-1. Then we want to do index equals array length 1D of 2 dot ingredient IDs. AKA we're going to need to add a new ingredient. Is there like an assert? No, it's my old C habits. Not that I ever really coded in C, but I did kind of like having it. But that should be fine. It should never be -1. I would not want it to crash. I should add this though, and I'll do 2 dot ingredient IDs sub index equals equals from dot ingredient IDs sub I. So we'll transfer the one that we're working on. Doggy babe is wild but precious when laying next to me on my bed. At first I thought that was another visual novel you were playing. I was like, doggy babe, okay, that does sound wild. And then we should also be able to do 2 dot ingredient amount sub index and just set that to 0. So that should create the transfer. And then what we want to do is 2 dot from dot ingredient amounts sub I equals a min of 0 or no, I won't be able to do that because I need to keep track. So I want to do if from dot a doggy dating simulator. Go make it. It'll be great. People will love it. If from dot ingredient amounts sub I is less than pour speed, then we'll do pour speed equals from dot. Oh no, we need to do a current pour speed because we don't want that to change for other stuff really. That's just gonna make it I want to pour them all out together. The way I'm doing it now, if I have like half a pound of something and 12 pounds of one, the half a pound one is just going to disappear. First off, this should be clamping. I mean, I guess it can't be anything. it can't be above 1, because at most this is going to be 0 if you have a perfect upside down, so it'll be 1 divided by 1, but it's better safe that way. So maybe so var total ingredients, total amounts from equals 0, I is less than array length 1d of from dot ingredient amounts. We'll go through all of our amounts and then we'll do total amounts from plus equals from dot ingredient amounts. So we'll add all those together. So I think I want to do current pour speed equals from dot ingredient amounts sub I divide by pour speed. Cloud Novel's free version doesn't allow you to upload assets, but it makes it so you can use pictures with a web link thingy. Okay. Not bad. I guess I could see where they're coming from on that. So if I have 5 pounds of 1 and 12 pounds, it means I have 17. And if I'm pouring 1 at a time, no, I want to do this way. I want to do pour speed. No? No. I want to do pour speed times the ratio of the current ingredient and the total amounts from. Then we'll do current pour speed equals from dot, oops, ingredient amounts sub I, ingredient, yeah. I did not think pouring was going to be this difficult, but hey, here we are. What's this song? This is one of my favorites, and I should know what it's called. Senbon Sakura. Which means I could totally make a dating simulator for dogs if you can find pictures online. Yeah. One thing you could do is if you get like any character editor software or something, anything that lets you like actually get something with the transparent background, then just like upload them to Imgur or somewhere free that you can host them, and then you have a link to your own stuff. Just because you can't upload it to Cloud Novel doesn't mean you can't upload it to somewhere on your own and use it there. So there's that. Because then you can still make your own custom art. So this one, I also want to clamp. I mean, I don't think it matters too much. We'll just clamp it. It's not going to matter too much. Pretty much I care mostly about the min, because this can at most be like 1 times 1 if we have one object. So I think that'll be fine. Current pour speed. Okay, yeah, then that. So if we do that, then we do from dot ingredient amounts sub I minus equals our current pour speed. and then do 2.ingredient amounts sub index plus equals our current pour speed. I think that's what I want. So I'm going to go to my bowl real quick. Going to inherit that, and I'm going to make it hoverable, and I want its hover text to equal and then inherit that. So each step I want you to reset your hover text to nothing, and for var I equals 0, I is less than ingredient amounts. Oops, I need to do array length 1D of ingredient amounts. Then I want you to do hover text plus equals string. So just get how much you have of it and then add a new line. I mean, it is kind of easy to exploit it, but then you also have to be like, you can make whatever you want, but you can never play your game offline. That's pretty much what they're saying. It won't be able to load the images. So it's a way of keeping you online, which is, you know, fair. So if I pour, well, almost. Out of range, 0, -1. Why is it -1? I thought I went through and said it shouldn't have been, and if I say it shouldn't be, then it shouldn't be. So get array index of... Oh. That would do it. I don't want this test. That was setting it to false. Let's try it again before I go into debugging. Girl, we had the same shirt on. Did you see that? Okay, let's try this again. Pour. Okay. 2.80. You know, not bad. If I just keep pouring, what do we got now? Not a number. Sorry? I'm sorry? Expecting to make a doggy dating sim? I don't think anyone's ever expecting to make a doggy dating sim. Huskies. That's the answer, though. Can't go wrong with Huskers. Forgot to add my sub I there to make sure I get one at a time. And then also show debug message. Someone made a Paula Deen dating sim. Woof. Okay. Up to 0.5. 420. Nice. Does it have to do with if it's going to 0? Don't know. Oh, my look is real cool right now also. Oh man, that's a sick look. I'm a-okay with that. Pour. I mean, it's only pouring 0.1 at a time. So something in my... I mean, who's shocked, really? 5.5. Okay, that's good. Turn that on. So you should have nothing in you now. Excuse me. Hey. Are you draggable? Didn't... No, I just made you hoverable, didn't I? Dating sim that requires a story and personality and stuff. How am I supposed to do that for dogs? You make them talk like people and then give them personalities. That's pretty much how it is, though. I mean, like, you could like take like dog personalities. Like you can have like a very stern dog and a playful dog and a yappy dog, and then you just kind of equate those to people. Like, what would a yappy person be like? Maybe like super gossipy. You know, they just a shrill voice. Maybe they use a lot of annoying catchphrases, stuff like that. You just got to translate it to human characteristics that we can understand. What's my pot's density? 0.1. Everything's 0.1 apparently. I don't know how to make anything like feel better. That's fine. If I go to my pot and pour it in there, just pour all my 5.5 gallons of water, and then just boop. Oh, jeez. Oh god. Oh god. Let's just chuck that away. Let's make our angular damping like quite a bit higher. Chihuahua, the tiny tsundere. Now you got it. I can't pick it up now. Hey, can I have my bowl back? I want my bowl back. 666. It's not a ghost bowl. Can I get my bowl back? Why can't I grab my bowl? Hey, give me my bowl back. I will destroy you. Ugh. There we go. Oh, yeah. Bowl. Here we go. What is going on, bowl? It got slightly better when I made that up. Like, I want stuff to have, like, its kitchen is cursed. Agreed. I want stuff to have, like, some control. Like, look at this. This is just ridiculous. Does adding any more, like, even help? 65. Sure, let's do that. Like, just, I would prefer you not. See, but I'm not even going to be able to spin it myself now. Satan's kitchen. So, like, but now, yeah, so that stopped you. So maybe there is hope. Perfect. Just where I want it. So what if I just do like 10? Okay, that's like at least controllable. It's not amazing, but it's at least controllable. Okay, pour that out. Why do you have 0? Okay, was I just like not pouring correctly? Is it pouring back? There we go. Perfect. I think it's pouring back, which is interesting. Or other dogs' personalities? Well, Huskers are just very good boys. Corgis are super adorable and playful and whatnot. They could make a good childhood best friend who always loses if there's another girl, as I've said. You gotta have like a very pristine, prissy poodle as well. Container object. That might be why. So I might need to do the collision line anyways. So we'll get our next collision and then we'll test if you're above it. That might be better. Did I not? I thought I must have just copied it. So we'll need to get our collision, but maybe I can only do that if draggable, or no, it's a if being dragged. Because that's really the only time I'm gonna want it. I mean, I can have other stuff for if the siphon does it, because the siphon could have a from and a to as well, and that could just go. A police German Shepherd. Oh, that's very good. Nope. Local variable sign. Right. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to avoid that, I think. I think I just need to do that, which means now I'm messing with rotation. So I need to do if it's greater than 90 or less than 270, I believe. Unknown object dot y not set before reading it. Oh, right. If your rotation and collision is not equal to no one, and then I can remove that. That's a gross if statement. I like it. Need an actual name for this thing and ideas for doggy dates. Playing fetch. So this should pour. Oof. Okay, and then this shoot. Oops, bumped my microphone. Okay. Why are we getting an error? And is it bedtime? Is it ingredient IDs? Because that should be fine. I gave that to the... Oh, but I didn't give it to this. Wait, no. That should be on the container object, right? Yeah, ingredient IDs and ingredient amounts. And it said it was here. Did I... no, I gave it ingredient IDs. I always hate getting these annoying errors where I don't know how to debug them properly because it's like only... I guess I could do if from, or what is it? Object get name of from equals obol show debug message. Debug here. I never know if there's a better way of doing that, really. also just look at my memory. You guys can't see my memory. It's in the back. But so this should be fine. I poured a bit in. Boop. Pick up the pot. Not that it really matters. Fatal error. Why didn't it pour from to self collision and rotation? See, I always hate this, like unknown object, unknown variable. Negative 214? Why is that? Okay, hold on. So it does have that 100, 122. I'm just all the way at 165, 170? What? Where'd my other ones go? Did they? Oh, they might have gotten destroyed because they're not persistent. Oh, you know I'd play it. Okay, let's do this the hard way. So show that, show that. Although that's probably what's failing, so I don't know. Okay, so we had 82 in there. So that's fine. So it's failing on the 2 dot ingredient IDs, which is the pot. Why does the pot not have ingredient IDs? Oh, this is frustrating now. Yeah, and all my stuff was deleted again. Time to casually Reddit for a bit, because I'm like, why would this be happening? Why can I go one way and not the other? You're always passing yourself as the from. So the bowl's the from. Oops, wrong one. I'm not in a with, am I? No. From's the first one. To's the second one. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Why is it working one way and not the other? This is saying the pot doesn't have an ingredient IDs. But it should. The pot is a container object. It's inheriting the event. The container object is creating ingredient IDs. I'm not setting it anywhere. I'm forgetting. Your calling in life is visual novels? Oh, that's good. The world needs more of them. Array push? That should be fine. That's never broken before. Array length? Array index of? That should be fine. Huh? I'm so confused. I didn't like misspell it, did I? No, that looks pretty gosh darn the same to me. Okay. Why don't you just stop there? Couldn't find map 4, so it's just saying there's like an empty space. I don't know why there's an empty map for that, or why that is there. Like this, I would almost expect that to not work. Okay, so we did that. So it's doing this. Let's just see. It says, is it 122? There is no 122. What? 2. Was I just misreading it? So your ingredient IDs is 82. Your ingredient amounts is 5.5. That's fine. And then let's go to, where's our bowl? Your ingredient amounts is nothing. That's fine. So that will change. Your ingredient IDs is nothing. Okay. Continue. Okay. So now I should be able to go back here. So you've got 82, which is water particles. That's fine. You have 0.1 of them. Then what does our pot have? 82, and it should have 5.4. So if I pour you back, $100,122. That's not a thing. And then that's like the minimum integer value. What? It's like it's passing the wrong... It's like it's passing the wrong thing. But I don't even know 100. That should be 012, and it's 122? Why? If two is equal to 100,122, then debug there. Oh. Okay. Why is it just skipping that? Oh, it's saying 2 is no 1. Why is... Okay. That's the worst way of saying that. Why is it doing that? It shouldn't be no 1. Collision is collision line. That's why any kind of container object, false. Collision is not equal to no 1. Self is other, an instance of bowl. Well, don't... Doesn't this say not me? Does it have to do with... Why would this only work for the pot? It should work for both of them. You inherit the event, right? Yeah, both of you do. You tell your dog bless you when she sneezes. Cute. If collision... Get name collision is equal to O pot. This is one of the most bizarre bugs I think I've ever run into. I have no idea why something would work one way and not the other way. Like, what's changing? Did it stop? No, it's like... Okay, what happens if I do just like if from is no one or to is no one, just return? I don't know why it would be no one. Okay, putting that in there. Or not. Okay. Why would adding that in there break pouring? Why can't I pour into the bowl now? Or did... Oh no, I just took out its hover text thing. Instead of doing that, let's maybe pass in ID? I don't know why that would change anything. Also, like... Just don't print out what it is. Holy cow. Oh my god, I'm so confused about what's going on. I may just need to end the stream because I don't know how long I'm gonna be working on this. Holy cow. Pour it. Lift. Pour. Pour, pour. Throw that. Two is -4 again. Why is 2 -4? Okay. Maybe it was just a thing with this. Let me try if from is no one or 2 equals no one. Return again. The collision should be working. So pour. Okay, 0.7's fine. Oh god, I lost my bowl again. But it's not saying anything while I hover, so maybe I fixed. Bowl. Bowl. Oh, look what you did to the scale now, Bowl. Trust me, it's times like these where I'm like, I don't understand either. Bowl, what in the heck? Let me pick you up. I'll body slam you. Why can't I pick the bowl up? Okay, so for some reason it was just returning. I don't know. It was just returning no one sometimes, even though it shouldn't have. Because I literally have, well, oh, hold on. Oh, it's parentheses problem. I should have known. Okay, hold on. I can fix this. Because it has to do with my awful coding. So I can get rid of this. It has to do with my awful coding. So if we want to check our physics rotations separately. So I want to do that. And then actually I'm going to move collision first. Do that. So if collision's not no one, and this was the problem, this or here, like one of these was figuring out, I think it was, let me see. Can it be, it was greater than 90 or less than 270? Yeah, so this was pretty much doing a true, because like, let's take 0. You're sitting straight up. So if you're sitting straight up, then it was doing, well, it's not greater than 90, but it is less than 270. And so that was giving me a true, but the other, I feel like the other ands should have prevented it. I don't know. Let's just try it like this. If it doesn't work, I've got no idea. So I'm like, now that I'm talking about it more, I'm like, I don't know. It seems reasonable that it would work. No, okay. Got 0.10 now. Pour it back. Pour, pour, pour. 0.5, 0.00. Sick. 0.10, yeah. Okay. No matter how awful your coding is or how ghostly your game may become, you're still a beautiful milkmaid. Yay! I'm glad. Okay, so I got this working. Oh, just barely. Okay. So one thing I could do is I could add a sink, and you could put the pot underneath the sink to fill it with water. But maybe let's not worry about that right now. Maybe I should try and move closer to getting like an actual beer. Just a little bit. Okay. So I need to get stuff from the inventory now, I think. I think that's my next goal. So I'm gonna create more beer sprites, and we're going to have a sprite grain bag. And it just needs to be like a brown paper bag. What is that, like this color? I think that'll be fine. Why am I doing this? Use the rectangle. Okay. And then how would you do something like that? Like take this color and then kind of want it to like curl in on itself. And then I need a brighter color like that for up top. Something kind of like that. But then they've also got, let's see, they've got usually wider bases, so I could add something there and then get my dark color back and do just like that crease that always winds up there, like that. That doesn't look at all like a bag. Whatever. Kind of taper it inwards. I don't really care what it looks like, honestly. Can trim off some of that so that it looks more curled. So then, I don't know, maybe I could take this and even go one step up, a couple steps up higher. And just put it like right at the top. Like really push the fact that it's curling over. I've seen worse. Maybe what I could do is add, like, you know, the little jaggedy teethies you get. Let's see, I don't know if that's how I want to do it. It's like where you can see the other side of the bag. It'll be good enough. It's definitely not pretty. But we'll just do like this nice little paper bag looking thing. Okay. That's definitely a paper bag. I think so. Kind of have this. I'll have it taper in even more. Like that. Something like that. Actually, that kind of helped a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe I should make it wider at the bottom. Might not hurt. Do like that. Maybe like that. I don't know. Why not? So this is what I mean, Anna. I'm just like, yeah, I'm like I didn't really do too much pixel art if you can't tell. Let me get this going one step darker too. Is that the same? No, it's kind of like, so your goal should be to be better than me. That gave it some more depth. Hey, that's not bad. It's not good, but heck, I'll take it. You know what? Sure, that looks like enough of a bag to me. Maybe what I could do is get this, and then I could do like down from there. That might be too much. Yeah, paper bag. Yeah, it's a paper bag. I'm not good at like depth. I think that's too much though. I think that one looks better. You just need it. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes. Getting started is without a doubt the hardest part. Something like that. Okay. I'll take that. You know, if you're pouring from it, maybe it should be open, but that's not for me to decide. Oh, green bag. Something about a sink, and this is... No, that is not a sink. I immediately followed up the sink talk with, no, I should actually work on getting beer. If I mess around too much with water, like, that's not going to be terribly helpful. Okay. So your parent is going to be a container object. You would have never thought about doing it like that, nor would I have. Most of the stuff I do is I'm just like, let's do this. And, but I mean, also, I don't know. I look at these bags like, no, I think I had to throw it out because I hadn't brewed in a while. But I was like, I used to have these bags like on my counter all the time. So you're going to be a container. Not gonna worry about too much. Doesn't this house need a sink and fridge though? Eventually. Maybe. They probably won't be in this mini game. They might be in the overworld. Well, the sink might be. The sink might be because you can like fill up with water. But it's also just kind of like, how important is that? But if I get like a cooling coil, an immersion chiller, then it would need to be hooked up to some kind of water. So maybe there's a lot of stuff where I'm just like, I thought this was going to be a much easier game than it turned out to be, honestly. Because I've never made a game like this. I've never made a physics-based game. So I was like, oh, how hard could it be? And now I'm like, oh, very hard. Because I never thought about, like, normally when I'm messing with sprites, it's like easy. And I mean, in a way, I wish I could treat them as sprites. Because I'm like, what I really want is just be able to, like, put stuff inside stuff easily. Like, if I were to drop, like, it would be nice if I could have my pot and then like a siphon and just drop the siphon into the pot without worrying about like collisions between them or anything. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's get your Sprite, grain bag. It's not bad from this angle. I think it should be taller and less wide, but I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. I'm going to send all these to my friend and just be like, look at all the pixel art I did. And then I'm going to send her scale back and be like, look at the pixel art you did. It's so much better. But she's also not like trying to entertain people on a development stream. I think that's also a big difference. I'm like, I don't want to sit here doing pixel art for 4 hours because one, I know I'm bad at pixel art, and two, I want this stream to be about making a game, and sure, that's part of making a game, but I don't fit into science and technology if I'm doing pixel art for days. It looks like the general shape of a bag. Yeah, pretty close. It's all right. I look like I could eat a sandwich out of that bag at work. So now I want to go to an inventory item, and I want to do a left pressed, right? Is this the one I want? Yes. If room is room brewing and you left click it, then I think I want to do instance create depth. I'll just do depth again. We'll do an iRandom just for fun because I really like iRandoms. We'll do an iRandom from like 32 to room width minus 32. Whoop. Yeah, no, that's right. Our Y we'll do somewhere up near the top, maybe just like 32 down. Why not? Depth will be 0 because I don't know what I'm doing. Then we're going to make a grain bag. A random range. That's better. So glad. Yeah, I was like, this was my goal to like try and restart my YouTube channel. Because I wanted to be game dev first, game second, which has honestly been my goal since college. It's just once Kitty Powers started taking off, which was like during college, before I had time to work on my own games, because I was doing like my senior project, but I didn't want to stream my senior project. So then it was just like, oh, okay, well, like, you know, I'm starting to get a niche, which I guess is cool. And it was nice. I'm not going to lie. It was nice when YouTube allowed me to make money off of it. because I actually made some decent money playing Kitty Powers and Sims. I don't mean like decent. I'm not saying like I made thousands or something, but extra pocket change is cool. And then when YouTube updated it, they're like, oh, now you need 1,000 people. I was like, I don't know if I like it enough to keep doing it for free until I hit 1,000. So I was like, it took me a few months after that, or maybe even a few years after that, because I enjoyed it. But I was like, why? This is my time to transition. If I get to 1,000 subscribers doing Kitty Powers and The Sims, then I'm not going to be able to make this transition as easily, because now I'll be making money playing games again, and it just might be that much harder to get people to agree with it. So it's just like, you know, if I'm not making money, I'm going to do the transition now. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to set item equal to no one. And I don't know, that might work right there. Oh, but I need to do grain bag dot ingredients ingredient IDs sub-0 equals item grain bag dot ingredient amount sub-0 equals amount, and then set item equal to none, and then I guess I can set amount equal to 0 also, just to make sure. I think that'll be most of what we want. So is this gonna let me I'll need to change this, because it's just gonna make a grain bag even if I pull out hops. Hops deserve their own little thing. We'll get there. I do kind of wonder if this game would almost in a way be easier if I did it in full 3D, aside from making 3D assets, which would suck, I think. But I'm like, maybe that would help me with like a lot of my collisions if I wanted. Oh, sick. Amaryllis was here for a bit. She said you had so many people watching your stream and it was cool to see the scale working. I also added you as on Switch. Yay! Yay! I have her approval. I am happy. Imagine making 359 accounts to subscribe to you. Promise? Oh, I forgot to get stuff in my inventory because I haven't done that in so long. Hey, Noelle, I need your stuff. Carabage and Mount Hood. Exactly. Even then, I still don't think I would make much of any money, so I should be able to boop. And, oh, right. Okay, but the grain bags showed up. That's pretty sick. You're solid. You use physics. Your physics are... Should I modify your collision shape? Maybe make it a bit thinner. Okay, we'll do like... Oh, and then pull this down. There. That'll be fine. Excuse me? Wow, why'd you zoom out so much? Okay. What did you do? You're the right one. Okay. Oh, God. Shoot. I tried to move my mic, and then moving my mic, I lost my sneeze. Just the worst. Okay. Hey. Thanks. Black malt English. Sick. Okay, so I go here and then boop. It made 2. Huh. Okay, I know what the issue is. That was kind of funny though. Because of course the inventory item is still a thing. So first I want if inventory dot, is it just dot showing? Dot inventory showing. So I want to test if the inventory is showing and if item is not equal to no one, and we're in room brewing. When I first found your channel, it didn't even cross my mind to check the sub count because your personality is just so engaging that I just assume you had thousands. Oh, I wish. Nah, I play too niche of games, I think. Well, except The Sims. Honestly, I thought that if anything was going to catapult me, it was going to be Sims. And then it was like, lo and behold, here's Kitty Powers. So I can click all around. We're not spawning stuff. Forgot to get stuff. Of course. Go me. Why were 2 spawning at a time, though? That's quite interesting. Sorry if this sounded cheesy, but I was genuinely surprised you didn't have like 100K. I would love to have 100K. I would love to do it. Did I sneeze? I thought I didn't sneeze. Make flaked corn. Boom. We got flaked corn. Okay. I just forgot some basic things, like we need to inherit this and we'll make you draggable equals true. Maybe I want to make you hoverable. Equals true, and then I'll make your hover text equal to... Thought I did? I have no idea. I was going to, and then I stopped. But then I might have sneezed afterwards. I legit cannot remember these things, honestly. So we'll make your hover text equal to... Oh, I guess we can't do that just now. But we can do that. But then I can go to where I create that. And then I can do grain bag dot hover text equals item dot... Time to try and remember what this is. I think it's a hop component or one of these components. So dot hop dot fermentable dot yeast. Ugh, that's gross. Okay, well. Okay, so let's solve this other problem right here. So we'll create another sprite. This is going to be sprite, not yeast, not yet, hop bag. And then this one's going to be a tiny sprite, honestly. It's going to be like 16. It's actually really fun just to be a part of a small community. I agree. It's only a good handful of people that come to see your streams and we're all good friends. Yeah. I do enjoy the closeness. It is nice. Like, I feel like I actually know my viewers. This might be too small. Maybe a little too small, but whatever. We'll give it a label, and that label will have little hops on it. Boop, 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 boop. I don't like that one. There we go. All right. Yeah. and then it will have little scribbles. There you go. Now it says the name of the hop, and it has hops on it, which is cool. Oh, I messed up. So that can go there. And then just make sure I get the right one. You need to extend one further, which means I can take my hops and add, not there, to just like that. Who knows? It seems fine. When you get big, you'll be the OGs. Yup. That's how it goes. Once I get my Patreon started and my Discord started and all that. Just duplicate it, make a hop bag. Beer hop bag. And then I'll need to change your collision shape, obviously. So you're gonna be a little baby collider. Okay, so then I want to go here. Do I have a way of telling these apart? Not really. Enum component type. You can be a hop or I'll split it up slightly more. We'll do that, but for right now, that'll be fine. Because then I need to go here. Oh, whoops, not yet. Type equals. I literally just made it. What is it called? Component type. Type equals component type dot hop. And type equals component type dot grain. And then type equals component type dot yeast. I still haven't messed with yeast at all, but I think yeast will be the easiest part because you just pour it in at the end and then you're done, which is awesome. Oh, and then I have a wort component. That's right. So let me just add that. We'll see if I use that. I'm pretty sure I'll use it eventually. But it just may not be quite yet. Could use some dinner, but your dog is comfortable and I'd feel bad to get her up. It's like 6:30 though. It was well past dinner time. Like, I'm probably going to finish up in an hour to go have dinner. Okay, so we'll go back to our inventory item. So now I can do if item dot type. Oh wow, I messed this up too. Like real bad. Whatever. Equals component type dot grain, so I can test that it's actually a grain. The item is always going to be turned to none, so I can actually do that. And then this I should be doing our grain. I should not be changing the entire grain bag because that'll change it for everyone maybe. And that's not exactly what I want. It's a problem now. Oh, just because I haven't done this. Dot hover text equals item dot fermentable dot name. Because now I can do that. Plus /n plus amount. Maybe? I think that'll be fine. So now I can do else if item dot type equals component type dot hop. We're gonna do roughly the same thing. Change that to not hope. I do need hope, but that's not what we're doing right now. So it'll do it, but it's going to create a hop bag. Creating ID is item, yep, and then this will be item dot hop dot name. This I think I can add ounces, and then this will add plus LB. We'll just kind of do that. Because I would like to see these things telling me what they are, because that's going to be the important part when you start getting multiple grains and whatnot. You remember you wrote a comment like 1 or 2 years ago and I died when you responded? I mean, I'm flattered, but I'm also not worth idolizing. Like, I mean, I'm just a normal person. Normal person who gets really mad when GameMaker decides to build for so long after it's had such a good run. It's been 45 seconds, GameMaker. Sometimes I swear it's just like, let me roll a die. If it's 6, I'm just going to take 45 seconds. Because it's always 45 seconds. I don't get it. Okay. I did not... I have R enabled. I should be using R. Right? I do have R enabled, right? Yeah, I have R enabled. Let's be using that. Hey, come here. Okay. Go there. Very good. Boop. Black malt. Cool. Unable to find any instance. Beautiful milkmaid. Perfect to idolize. Mm-hmm. If item type. Did I mess that up? Is it... Do inventory items, are they not the the components? Thought they would be. Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Maybe it's just item.name. Now they'll have a type. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to have. Did I seriously finish? Holy cow, I listened to all the Wagaki band I have? Ugh. Where do you go from there then? Oh, I know where. I'm going to turn on some weird stuff. Because I got an email saying that Sir Occulto had a new upload. Can I play it? Follow them to see this message. I just want to hear the music. Let's just play them all in a row. Maybe. Let's see how weird this one sounds. I like it. Okay. Type equals component type dot grain. Type equals component type dot east. I can feel this getting more and more like spaghetti the further I go, and I'm like, okay, that's probably a bad thing. 2-row and Chinook. Oh my god, I can actually make a beer from that. Give me 10 pounds of 2-row and Chinook, sure, I'll make you like a pale ale. This is like the first time where I feel like, hey, it could actually do it. Okay, let me just remove this because obviously that didn't work. So I'm like, let's not make needless changes that we don't need. So we'll just debug and I'll see what it is. Acidulated mount hood. I don't even know what acidulated is. I should probably get rid of some of the stuff that I don't really understand. But whatever. Do that. What do we got? Item 100104. Give me my instances. Close that. Oh, item should have it, right? Item. View that as an instance. Invalid instance. What? Draws. Inventory sub I. Equals an inventory item. Have an icon. Start working on that dog dating simulator. Well, you just gotta start. Just do it. That's pretty much how I start all my streams. So it's like, okay, I just gotta press the button. Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. Is this why? Is that why? Was it turning to no one? Because, yeah, like, if we're storing everything... Not calling it Doggy Babe. Darn. Would have been good though. Okay, so let me just bring up my debugger right quick. Okay. So we've got Golden Promise. So instances. Inventory item. It should be this one, I think. Item. Instance. It's a fermentable. Okay. So it's these. So the components maybe don't need to be persistent. But, you know, maybe they do need to be. But it seems like the fermentable, the yeast, like all this stuff should be persistent because just gonna need it. Do I need to make all? No, I shouldn't need to. Because I'm not using those anymore. Yeah, this is funky music. Forgot to use R. Use R, Dustin. You set up R. I mean, Doggy Babe is pretty good. You could call it Ima Inu, which means dog now. Oh, Lord. I'm really not someone who should ever be coming up with names, really. Dot grain. Type equals component type dot yeast. And then a hop type equals oh Lord, I'm gonna sneeze. Nope. Gotta get the ingredients. Come on. Oh. Because you are fermentable. Duh. So you don't need that. Left pressed. So we don't need dot hop. We don't need dot fermentable. It's almost 1 a.m. and your brain usually shuts down around this time. I dig. Flaked barley and centennial. Mm-hmm. Go? No. Grain.hover text equal. Oh, well. Okay. That's my bad. Strang amount. Gotta make sure we're not concatenating integers. Because GameMaker doesn't like when we concatenate integers. Oh, GameMaker. Oh, GameMaker. Golden Promise and Galena. That would make a very English type beer. At 3 a.m. it's a party. Golden Promise. Holy cow, we have 10 pounds of Golden Promise. And I can drag it. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to set it up so you can't drag multiple things at once. Excuse me? Hello? Oh, you just fell behind the stove. Why does this count as on the stove? Same reason. Same reason. I should know. Scale. Set it back to 1. We scaled it up in the room editor. It's fine. Thought we did. Oh, but it's because of this. Just hard code this because I'm terrible. Actually, I think what I need to do is, because I'm using scale somewhere else, I'll just do draw scale equals 6. So the problem is I need to draw it on my own. Well, do I? If the scale's 1, hold up. Delete event. If coils on image index equals 1, else image index equals 0. That should be fine. That should do the exact same thing, but not have me doing it myself. Come here! Flaked corn and Centennial. That would be an interesting, very interesting. So it's only doing it in the... Oh, but is it? Yeah, okay, so... Didn't I do the same thing for the scale? No, scale looks like it's done manually. The scale's 1 now. So that might be why. Although I don't think so, because that kind of... Oh, but wait. If I'm not drawing it at scale, I should just be able to take this. And then let me just try. I won't delete anything, but I should just be able to take this, and instead I'll just do a left pressed. Because if I'm not dealing with the drawing myself, it can probably handle the collision on itself. Carabage, German Tettnanger. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. That works nicely. Just flip a bowl over here. Get out of here, bowl. I see the... Oh! There's my hops! Okay, so I did see one problem, which is these are too low. In fact, I'm even going to make it wider just to be sure. Honestly, I don't see any reason not to lift it up even a bit more off the bottom of the screen, just because I really don't want stuff being lost like that. Okay, so wait, hold up. So instances, physics. So what is this? This is depth 0. What are you? Depth 100. Tried to tell you about this one game 3 times, but it didn't send. Lame. Tell it not to do that. So I'm going to create a new instance layer, and this is going to be ingredients. So then I think I'm going to go here, and then instead of doing depth, I'm going to do layer. Change this to ingredients. Ingredients. This should at least put it in front of the stove. I'm not chasing down stuff hoping to find it somewhere. Carahel and crystal. Yum. Okay. Boop, boop. Yeah. I'm sorry? It's like stuff is falling into the object. Why is stuff falling? Where is your... I have an idea of why that might be why, at least. Middle center. Middle center. Okay. Maybe that'll work a tad bit better. Really doesn't like the title for some reason. Oh. It's probably finding a bad word and I don't have my mod tools open. Give me 1 second. Actually, I'm like, can I find it? If I go to my live dashboard, is this my current one? Yeah, go there. Should be able to go here. Yeah, you'll need to send it again because I think my mod tools aren't showing up right now. Oh, it literally doesn't send. Like at all? That's weird. Does it have any special characters in it that would be messing YouTube up? Woohoo! Woo! Boop, boop. Sick. So can you like still... Yeah, you can kind of get stuck there, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Into the pot. Perfect. I'm a love interest in my childhood friend's reverse harem. Probably did not like the word harem. Although it's weird you say it totally didn't send. So technically should be able to do that, like pour some stuff in, and now we should have 0.20. Boop. Sick. Okay, that's pretty cool. So so I can pour stuff into the bowl. That's a pretty sweet. See, so then this is the part where, I don't know, maybe not gonna be able to move forward too much. Home brewing mash calculator. We'll just see what calculators there are. Mash infusion and rest calculator. Temperature of strike water 169. Not gonna worry about that. So yeah, that's just figuring that out. So I might just be able to do a mash. Like, okay. So, what does the mash do? If anything, I could just say, I could just do like a basic pull out half. Like I could just carry with a mash, could just do like a multiplier of how much you've extracted. So if you have something in there in the pot, as long as the temperature is above, say, 150, then it'll extract. So start counting up extraction. There's a lot more to it than that, but that might be all right. But then I could have something like I could add off flavors if the temperature gets too high. And it wasn't the word harem. What was the problem then? Now I want to know. think I'll find out what the problem was and then maybe call it a day for right now, because I need to think about how I'm going to do this. But we're getting to the point where I can actually start almost making beer. I just need to figure out what to do. What's the website it's on? Oh, yeah, that would probably do it. Doesn't usually like you sending links at all unless you were just sending that. I forgot the name already. A love interest in my childhood friends harem, something like that. Red baby. Oh, reverse harem. It's very yellow. That page is very yellow. I don't know why it wouldn't like, if it's the one you send me, or if it's the one I found, I don't know why it wouldn't like red baby itch. It seems decently harmless to me. One Kickstarter. Yeah, it's all that. No idea. Unless you found the one, maybe you found the one that was in the Yowie jam. That might be it. Because it might not like Yowie, or it just doesn't like links at all. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it here and just go and have a think about how I'm going to do MASH. Because there's quite a bit to take into account. Maybe it's probably just something the pot needs to do. Nothing else is going to deal with the mash, so I could probably just do it there. It's going to need to essentially... Doesn't like you saying itch.io. It's probably just because it's a link. Or it looks like the B word. Who knows? But yeah, so I could probably just add stuff to the pot, because nothing else is really going to be mashing at all, so that might make things easier. So then I just need to... Well, I mean, hold on. There may be something there. So if I do a pot... Well, but then I probably need to deal with components at all. Yeah, no, I'm going to need to think about this, because I'm going to need to figure out how to link the ingredients to a component. And I mean, yeah. It'll be interesting for sure. All right, so yeah, I think I'm going to just end it here and probably come back to it next week. I don't think I'm going to be streaming this for the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow is going to be Splatoon. And then Sunday is going to be Sims. We'll see about Monday. Monday could be decent. So thank you, everyone, for coming to join me on this fantastical adventure once more. We're making good progress. Yeah, like this full workday thing, even though I really only ended up doing like 4.5 hours, like it was pretty good. It's pretty good. So I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna go have a think and some food, and then hopefully we'll get those going next time.